you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, what an absolute pleasure to be here to make it look like Deirdre has a black friend. I know my place. So, the jokes. I read in a magazine the other day, apparently women are really attracted to men who are dangerous. Yeah? Apparently, yeah, women are really attracted to men who are dangerous. And I read that in a magazine while I was driving. Yeah. I don't even have a license. One at a time, ladies. So, fun fact I read the other day, fun fact. Apparently, if you were to take all of the women's underwear in Ireland and put it in a pile, one on top of the other, eventually, they'll arrest you. I saw great shows on at the moment. I saw a great show the other day. It was Riverdance on ice. Good show. Yeah, well seen that? Yeah. Not as good as the show I saw the week before that, which was Cats the Musical on heroin. Which is the best way to see it. A few heroin fans in, good, yeah. The heroin fans, are they clapping or finding a vein? I don't know. So, that's all my jokes out of the way, to be honest, right? Because not a lot of comedians come on stage to tell jokes. I'm not a fan. I want to talk about the big issues, right? I think we can all agree one of the biggest issues facing humanity these days is how do you cook your rice perfectly? It's a big one, isn't it? Because usually when you cook your rice, you tend to put too much water in the pot, yeah? You overcook your rice, turns to mush, big problem, right? I found a solution. All you have to do is take your overcooked rice with too much water in the pot and overnight leave it in a bag of mobile phones. Absorbs. Most of you are laughing, some of you are going, that's good advice, actually. So yeah, I come from a family, like most of us, and any orphans in? No, never ask. Never ask. I come from a family, growing up, my grandmother, she was good for saying, my grandmother used to always say, if you can't see it, don't worry about it. She died of carbon monoxide poisoning. Yeah, Irish, I'm an Irishman, if it's not obvious, but obviously my family originally, I'm Irish, but my family originally come from outside of Ireland. They're from Belfast, and bit of fun, bit of no, I don't look at, I don't like to go on about it, right? I'm, black and all that. We get it out of the way, because a lot of people complain, they go, black comedians, that's all they ever go on about is being black, right? But I've noticed, if I don't mention it, people get confused, right? Like, they'll laugh for about 5 minutes, and then they start looking at each other going, does he know he's black? He hasn't mentioned it. I'm fully aware, right? I notice every day. Because the weird thing, I get reminded I'm black is the weird thing, Like, I get a lot of taxis, right? And taxi drivers are really good at reminding you that you're black. Because the most common question I get asked in a taxi is, so where are you from, right? And I'll say Dublin, but it turns out I'm wrong. Because they'll go, yeah, but where are you really from, right? Get a lot of that, right? And usually for a quiet car journey, just to shut him up, I'll just tell him what I think he wants to hear. I just go, yeah, I'm from Africa, all of it, right? And he's delighted. He's like, yeah, I thought so. Yeah. He has a checklist, another one, right? But I've stopped giving in now, so if he goes, where are you really from? I just keep saying Dublin, don't give in, right? He doesn't give in either. He goes, okay, where are your parents from? I'm like, Dublin, never giving in. He's like, grandparents, Dublin, never giving in. Great-grandparents, generations going back, Dublin. He's like, how far back? I'm like, since the Big Bang, we've been in Dublin. All he needs to know. So why do they care? Why do they keep asking? I think they ask that because it's a polite way of asking what they really want to ask. What they really want to ask is, so why are you black? That's the real question. And there's no real answer to that, is there? You win some, you lose some. I don't know. There's no... But even in school, I was reminded, I went to an Irish language school, right? And Irish language schools, they're full of like the palest kids. Irish language, just pale, sickly looking, pale Irish kids. First week there, I thought the place was haunted, honestly. And I was the only black kid in the school, and they loved having a black kid because it's so rare, I was like a unicorn, people weren't sure if it was real, And you get special treatments. Basically, every year, they get all the kids together, have a photo of all the kids. And then they go, and we'll get a photo of just Martin. Get all the other kids out. And the principal will come in with his arm around me. Like I'm the prize pick at the fair, loving it. Got a black friend, look. Well, basically, I'd be reminded in history class, something horrible would come up in history, and the teacher would use, so basically the history teacher would go, and that's how slavery happened. You know about slavery, Martin? I'm 12, I wasn't there, Like, you don't have that with other students, do you? You don't have a gay student and go, well, you're not going to get into college, but you can get in through the back door. About... It's a bit of banter. But I'm quite happy being black, but, thinking about it, I think I'd prefer to be gay. Obviously, you can be both. I'm not mad, you know. But if I was given the choice, one or the other, I think I prefer to be gay because I've got a lot of gay friends and they have great coming out stories. And I'm really jealous, you know, because you don't get to come out as black. No one cares, you know, if I mention it, you know. Like, it wouldn't be the same, would it, if I sat my mother down age 15 and went, I have something to tell you here. I think I'm black, you know. And she puts her hand on my hand and goes, I always knew. It wouldn't be... But you have to be careful nowadays, you know, talk about sexuality and race and all this. You hear a lot of comedians complain now that people are very sensitive, so get easily offended. I wasn't sure if that was true. Up until the other day, a woman gave out to me for holding a door open, right? I thought, I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm just holding the door open. And she kept giving out. And I got stubborn. I was like, I'm not doing anything, I'm going to keep holding this door open. And she just sat there complaining, being like, I'm trying to use the toilet, how'd you get in here? Bloody cancel culture. Rearing its head again. I've got friends who are the other way, who are like very overly sensitive about racism and stuff. White people who are trying to be like, really like, oh, I'm so sorry, Martin. You know, it was my white privilege. I'll never understand the struggle you went through. I'm like, we went to the same school. I live in a better house. What are you going to, you know? You shouldn't hate yourself for being white, you know. Basically everyone here. You shouldn't. Is it a gig or a rally? Look, the point is, you shouldn't hate yourself for being white, because you know it's not your problem. You know, you shouldn't be too proud of it either. You know, once you start arranging marches too much. If I was white, I'd look at it as like a bit of unexpected good luck. It's like finding a tenner in your pocket where you're not expecting to. No, you know, but every day, and every day you just go, still white. Spring in your step. So yeah, I'm pretty much a stereotypical Irish man. You know, all the Irish stereotypes. Like I've got no emotional range. You know, like this is me happy and sad. No shift. Another Irish thing is I love a bit of bad news. Oh, love some bad news. Someone says, Martin, I have some bad news for you. I'm like, I need to sit down for this. Go on. Love it. You know, in movies and stuff, when people go, I've got some good news and some bad news. What do you want to hear first? An Irish person says, I want to hear the bad news twice. That's all. Love it. Right? Like if we invented fortune cookies in this country, it wouldn't be good news, would it? They'd be just filled with bad news at the end of your meal, wouldn't it? You'd be looking forward to it. You'd open up a cookie in front of your friends and go, oh, it says in a week I'm going to step on some Lego. Oh, delighted. You know, you open up another one, be a bit more severe, it would say, due to your nature of pushing people away, you're going to die alone. And all your friends in the restaurant would be going, that's just like you, isn't it? It's just like you. I mean, another Irish stereotype is I'm obsessed with the weather. That's another thing, right? We get obsessed about bad weather, don't we? You know, it always takes over the news over here if there's a storm coming in. Everyone gets really excited about the weather. You know, like, oh, Storm Ophelia is coming. Everyone gets really excited about it. I think we're the only people who look at hurricanes destroying America with jealousy. Oh, it'd be great if you lost everything in a hurricane. You know? And they build them up, don't they? Oh, Storm Ophelia is coming. Don't go outside. And on the day, it's a bit windy. It's a bit of a breeze throughout the whole country. And then the next day, it's just Irish people complaining that not enough damage was done. Just walking around going, what a shitstorm that was. You know. My bins got knocked over. I wanted my kids to be swept away. Ridiculous. Yeah, okay. So, yes. To be honest, the state of racism in this country, it's not as bad as some other countries. Like, I was in America recently, right? And I really got involved in the culture over there. An officer shot me for no reason. And felt welcomed. Like, the worst thing that happens to me over here, right, is people love touching my hair, growing my hair out. People love touching it, right? It's usually drunk women in nightclubs. Like sticky pink gin fingers. It's the worst, right? Have you ever noticed, bringing it up now, people are smiling, people are looking at it and I want to touch it, yeah. Yeah, do you want to, go on, have a quick touch, go on. Yeah, go on, have a quick touch, go on. Go for it. Go on, sit down, you're racist. Unbelievable. Straight away. You can always spot them. We're recording the gig. You're never going to work again. Cancel culture. Live. Legally, I have to say this woman isn't a racist. Actually, my hair's my main feature now because I've let myself go everywhere else, you know. I've become very concerned with my body now because, I've let myself go. And I saw an ad online that said, statistically, someone you live with is morbidly obese. Right? And I saw that and I thought, that's definitely me. Mainly because I live alone. So like, I've got a bad relationship with food, you know. I knew I had a bad problem with food when I was watching porn. And I was more interested in what kind of pizza the guy was delivering. questioning the plot of the film going, there's no way that medium pizza's going to fill those 2 girls and those 20 guys. There's no way. Yeah. But I'm trying to be healthier, you know? Like, I went vegetarian to try and be a bit healthier. And after going vegetarian, I already feel awful. Just worse. It's the worst. Not like physically, just emotionally. Because everyone hates vegetarians, don't they? You know, at Christmas, your family think you're being awkward. Vegans think you're not trying hard enough. You can't win. The amount of barbecues I've ruined with one question by just going, is there a vegetarian option? And the answer is always, yeah, you can fuck off. Just in the corner eating burger buns, you know. It's not fun. The vegetarian diet does work, though. I've already lost 4 friends. You have to be active. My sport of choice now, I started boxing. That's my new thing. I really like boxing because I love hugs. And it's the only sport, isn't it, where you can hug in the middle. Probably, you can't be halfway through a game of pool and go. It's frowned upon. The other reason I like boxing is because without the beard, I look exactly like Muhammad Ali if he ate George Foreman. But and it was Muhammad Ali who said when it comes to boxing, you know, it's a mental fight. You have to win the fight up here. So that's why whenever I box, right, I just hug. And to get in the other guy's head, I whisper sweet nothings into his ear. So I'll be there and I'll go, oh, why are we always fighting? Huh, you smell lovely. Yeah. You know, I only came out recently, yeah. No, I was black. Yeah, I was black. Yeah. You know, I told her, yeah, she said she knew the whole time. Well, thank you very much. I've been Martin Angolo. Enjoy the rest of your show. Thank you.